A strong blustery wind bringing with it fine drizzle and heavier persistent rain. We're well into autumn now. The horizon closes in and the sea roars to itself on the lonely sands. Odd scraps that look like pieces of torn bin bag turn out to be the ragged shapes of crows being tossed about by the gale. Oh, let's get inside, out of this weather.
Hello, I'm Peter John Cooper. We're better off inside on a day like this, and meanwhile we can look back to the days of summer gone by and count the days to the next one. Some people live their whole lives by counting the days. For all manner of reasons, today's story is the first of a pair inspired by the idea of counting time. This one is called Counting Down. I can see his face through the glass panel. It's on the front of what? A steel tank. It's all rivets all over. He's trying to say something, but the tank is slipping away into the black. I can't hear his voice anymore, but I know what he's saying. Help me. Help me. But his lungs are filling with water, and the sounds won't come. 80, 90, 95. And then the hot sun is waking me up. Have to move into the shade. It's dry where I'm lying, but it still could be damp in there. Muscles not working. Better get on though. Hate it up here. Sun coming up over there by the pier and the sea. Bloody gulls walk along by the cliff top. Free the tension by walking, step after step. Keep walking. Enjoy the day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that an hour gone by or just a minute? A minute. 3 minutes. Something's gone wrong. Silence. Absolute silence. Silence. Lasting for a minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. How long is long? How long is the longest you can hold your breath underwater? I know this. I used to know these details inside out. It's 24 minutes. Oh, but you have to be breathing pure oxygen first. That's the world record. 24 minutes. For an ordinary mortal, it's 90 seconds. 2 minutes. Perhaps 2.5 minutes with training and practice. But you never let it go beyond 2 minutes. The trick is to remain absolutely calm. Slow your heart rate. To panic could mean death.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to start to hold your breath when the last padlock clicks into place. When the last padlock clicks into place and I give you the signal. Keep holding your breath until... Are you ready? Start the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4...
Morning. Yes, lovely day. He's very cute. Sorry, boy, don't have anything for you. Yes, off you go. Enjoy your day by the sea. Enjoy the cliffs. Enjoy your walk. Oh, you love the sea. It's so beautiful. It's so blue, so beautiful. Doggy walkers down for the weekend. They just see the blue sea and the green grass. Don't know the rest of it. I stand hypnotised by the rippling water. I know water, that strange alien element. Lost count. What? You're 1 minute already.
Are you still able to hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, most people are gasping. It's the tension. Man with the axe is rolling up his sleeves. He won't be able to do any good. Never break that glass. He's window dressing just to make the audience believe that something's happening. That's 1.5 minutes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must ask you not to leave your seats. Leave the aisles free in case the emergency services need access. Please stay where you are.
Yeah, all he's got to do is to push the lid up from the inside. The locks and fastenings are all fake. The people standing round, the police inspector, the mayor, the man from the Guinness Book of Records, they're all stooges, picked out of the crowd, given a bit of coaching and a clipboard. Well, they don't know what's happening. They're just doing what they've been rehearsed to do. But the look on their faces is real enough. They don't know any more than the audience does. Some of them already got their hands to their mouths, becoming anxious. I mean, they know it's a trick. Everybody knows it's only a trick, isn't it? I mean, he wouldn't be allowed to do it if there was any real danger, health and safety and so on. But even so, things do go wrong. His body is white, unnaturally white in the bluish light from the tank, curled up, a living specimen, some grotesque creature fished up from the unimaginable depths of the sea, unimaginable depths and pressure, here in a glass bottle for you to see, for you to watch, writhing and churning, desperately fighting for life in this alien element.
1 minute 31, 32, 33.
I'm counting as though it really mattered, as though if I stopped, No, I shall keep counting. I mean, he's safe enough. He knows what he's doing, just building up the tension. He's got plenty of time. I mean, I've seen him practice. I know it works. I know he's not in any trouble.
1 minute 34, 35, 36.
Just keep counting. Keep relaxed. Now, when should I give the signal? When should I tell the man with the axe to start swinging? He's really only dressing, another stooge. He's never got to that point, but what is the point? The precise balance point between utter terror and salvation, between water and life-giving air, good, sweet air. The tension is still building in me, even now. Oh yes, especially now. A sort of muscle memory, tightening all my sinews, fight or flight. I am a man of memory. I can retain memories precise and vivid for years, in just the way he can control his body, preserve his inhaled air, just using it a little at a time. just how I conserve memories and images, store them away. Perhaps it would have been better if I didn't have that accountant's mind, if I could cast away the memories, breathe them out and away. Even now, all these years longer, I'm walking along the path around the cliff top, gulping the air. 37, 38, 39. No, I'm counting my footsteps. No, stand still. 40, 41, 42. Concentrate. What is the point at which I should do something, at which it's gone on long enough? There's a growing terror on his face. But that's all part of the acting. It's all fake. It's all window dressing. He knows what he's doing. He's rehearsed it, but still, that look, curled up in there like a fetus with a look of terror on his face. I've never looked at him like that before, like a being, like flesh, a living organism, always been something else, a force of nature. Oh God, I don't want to see that face, the body, white flesh in the green water. I'd do anything not to be here. I thought, if I came back here, if I walked these paths where the stage and big tent was pitched, where the crowd surged and jostled, maybe I could... What? 43, 44, 45... No need to count now. That was all long ago. Forget it. Make the feet stop marking the passage of time. 46, 47, don't need to. Despite the fact that we hadn't spoken for so long, he asked me back for this one show. He knew I could do it, and to show there were no hard feelings. Like a lamb, like I always did, I went along. No hard feelings. We had always been so different. That great showman, bold, ebullient, always got what he wanted, a man of immense willpower. Oh, unlike me, who sought after a quiet home life, security, a good job, family. Yes, family meant everything. Yeah, me who had to be dragged into the limelight. Now, I still knew the show inside out. The precision appeals to me. I'm not an accountant for nothing. When it comes to the unimaginable end point, the time agreed, we suddenly drop a huge grey silk curtain around the bottle. The timing has to be precise. A fraction of a second just before he pushes the lid open, the curtain drops straight past, and in that fraction of an instant, in time with the curtain, he should be out. And as the curtain drops past and falls onto the ground, there he is, standing there, dripping, naked, white in the spotlight. My brother, centre of the world, whilst I'm just keeping to the shadows. All I've got to do is to judge that exact moment to signal the curtain to drop. My only responsibility, along with making sure the fake locks are free and the lid doesn't stick and the man with the axe doesn't do anything stupid. 48, 49. Surely he should be giving the signal now, that brief wink to me, for me to drop the curtain. But he doesn't give it yet. Oh, he surely can't be going right to the end, pushing it to the limit of human endurance. Oh, we all know Houdini's trick. He had a big curtain around the flask the whole time. He was out in a matter of seconds and just sat on a chair behind the curtain whilst the orchestra played. And then the audience went mad until he emerged 20 minutes later to gasps and applause. But this isn't Houdini's trick. This is something much more demanding, more dangerous. I mean, the locks and fastenings are still all fake, but he's still got to survive in there for a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops, until he gives the signal, that wink. And I wink back. And for that second, that moment, we are on equal terms when we look into each other's eyes and he understands what it means to be equal. At the inquest, they said it wasn't my fault. They understood that we worked very closely together, checking each other's work, safety procedures. Everyone knew that I could be relied on not to make a mistake. For some reason, he had panicked. But in the end, it was he who had climbed into the bottle with the riveted steel frame. He had taken responsibility for his own actions. But it is his face that still comes to me, still haunts me. Not my fault. Keep walking, keep trying to walk that face away. And he gave me the signal and winked at me. And I went close up to the tank where he could see me, and winked back, and I knew that he knew, just for those few more seconds, that he may have been my older brother, but he never should have messed with my wife. Thank you for listening to that. Do you live by counting? What do you count? Sheep to go to sleep? Oh, I hope you don't count up slights and annoyances and count the days until you get even. The next story is inspired by the same idea. Counting. Or maybe you could count the days until the next episode. See you next week.